Alright, so I'm gonna start removing some more stuff here. So I'm gonna first start with unbolting the fuel rails. A couple 12mm bolts right there. Unbolt the fuel rails, pull those out, unbolt the fuel line, take the fuel line off so I can bag all that up to be cleaned. I'll remove the fuel regulator and probably just set that aside. Then I'm gonna unbolt this water neck here. Just a couple, 3 nuts, 1, 2, 3. Take those out right there. Then I will unbuzz the nut and the other nuts back there. There's another one right there. And then all the bolts to take off the center manifold, as well as this little bracket. That little bracket just holds the manifold onto this bracket. 110mm, 110mm. Those are actually 12s. I don't know why I said 10. They're 12s. It's late. I'm tired. So we're going to take that apart. Me and the monster, she's sitting over here. We're going to take that apart, and then we're going to, some of the stuff's going to get sent off to get cleaned. So I'm going to remove that stuff first, and then we'll flip her over, take off the oil pan and stuff. So yeah, let me get to removing this shit. Alright guys, so this is how far I got last night. I took off the fuel injectors and the fuel rails and the fuel line right there. And then my kid said she was tired, so we had to go back inside for the night. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and remove the water neck, the upper water neck. I have a lower one over here somewhere. I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to remove the little bracket here that holds the manifold onto the, whatever the fuck this thing is, just holds it in place. It's kind of pointless, but it's on there, so it'll go back on there. And I'm going to remove the manifold, and then this pipe down here, I'm going to remove that. And not all of the parts, but a majority of the parts here are going to get sent out to get cleaned. But I'm not going to do a sand blaster or a media blaster or anything this time. We're going to go dry ice. We're going to do a dry ice blasting so I can clean the fuel rails, the fuel line, and I can clean this pulley without worrying about sand or media getting in the bearing here. There's no sand getting in my fuel system because it's going to be dry ice. You let it sit for long enough, dry ice will melt itself away. So I'm going to blast the pulleys just so I get a good trigger reading. There's nothing wrong with them. They look great, but I'm just going to go ahead and have them clean those, have them clean these. I'm probably going to get both of the crank pulley, the trigger pulley deals. Those will be cleaned. This will be cleaned because it's a very expensive piece. If you want to buy this brand new from Toyota, it's like $700 fucking dollars. That's ridiculous. This is going to go in the parts bin because we're not going to use that. We're going to get the new lightweight crank pulley from LC Engineering, and there's the timing mark. And then all these fuel injectors are just, I don't know if you can kind of see because I put them in bags. This is number 1. They're all just like dirty and disgusting. Number 2, like, look at that. Those look terrible. They all look like shit. So fuel injectors, I don't know if I'm gonna get these sent out and cleaned or if I'm just gonna order new ones because we're supercharging. So I think I'm gonna order, these are like 340 cc, I think is what 5VZs use, as 340 cc injectors. I'm gonna upgrade to 440 or 450 cc injectors, so when we're running a little bit of boost, we have a little bit more fuel going to the system. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and start removing some of this while my kid's taking a nappy, and yeah, I'll let you see when I'm getting there. Should be pretty easy. Just looks like a couple 12 mils holding her down, so yeah, I'm gonna get that removed real quick. All right, so I just removed the intake manifold and put the bolts up in the bags. And as you can see here, this gasket is just destroyed. This is the water jackets on the intake manifold, as well as that one there. I haven't even touched that one yet, but you can see that the gasket already fell apart. That looks like shit. This one doesn't look that bad, but these look terrible. These aren't even gaskets no more. I took this one off a little bit. There we go. I'm just gonna throw this in the trash because it's trash. But you can see half the gasket stayed on the cylinder head there, so I'm gonna have to, it's a full ass rock in there. Jesus. I'm gonna have to, clean some of this up. You can see there's water in there, probably from when I pressure cleaned it. So I will remove this pipe and the harness for the knock sensors, and then I'll plug this up, clean this out, and then I'm gonna send this pipe out to get fucking dry ice blasted also. So that'll be the next step. So I'm gonna start cleaning this out, and then I'm gonna flip it over and rip off this oil pan, and then those should be a majority of the parts that we're gonna get cleaned up for now. So yeah, I'll be right back. Let me clean some of this shit out. All right, the pipe is out. Now I'm gonna take this piece off here, which looks like it's just a couple 12 mils, 1, 2, 3, 12 mils. And I should be able to get this off unless it's bolted down between the heads, which I'm not sure if it is, or if that foam seal is just holding her in there, which I do need to replace all the foam. So I'm gonna get those foam pieces coming in too. But for now, buzz off these, and then I can actually get down in there and clean. I cleaned off the surface there. They had an O-ring and RTV, which is just supposed to be an O-ring. So cleaned off the surface, and then I still need to get all this off. But yeah, both the sensors broke off too, the harness. As you can see there, they're all nice and crispy. So this harness will need to be replaced. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to that. I haven't recorded a whole lot, but I'm about to make a trip to the blaster, and I'm not sure if we're gonna do dry blast or if he's gonna do a laser blast, because he said the laser would be a lot quicker. So maybe we'll do that. I have my parts over here. As you can see by this pile of aluminum on the floor, I just went and I drilled all the baffles off of both the valve covers here. So you can see there's aluminum everywhere. Baffles are just chilling in there. And then when I get home, we'll drill those and tap them to like an M8 or something. And then we'll put some bolts in there and put those baffles back on. But for now, engine basically apart. And I'm probably gonna go purchase some new heads instead of getting these redone, because it'll take a lot longer to get these redone. And I did the math, so like $1,500 to get some heads at AutoZone. So I might just buy some heads, and then when this stuff comes back, we can start throwing this thing back together. So just coming along quick, but just thought I'd give you a little update because I kind of been slacking on the videos. But yeah, I'm gonna run inside, get the kid ready so we can go to the blaster.